This is when I knew I was dealing with a fake ass friend. Hey guys, it's Ryan Simone and I am back again with another video for you guys, and today I will be talking about fake friends. And so before I begin this video, I just want to say excuse my bad hair day. I just had to put this up, y'all, and I really wanted to record this video even though my hair is messed up. And if you are not already, please subscribe and like this video. Give me your thumb. Let's just get started. So I'm just gonna let you guys know about this fake ass named Lauren. This particular incident happened when I was 16 because I was a junior. The story is about me, Lauren, and then my current best friend Lamia. So basically all three of us used to go to boarding school, and that is how we met. Each house had house parents, which is a couple that were married, and basically what they did is just watched us throughout the day or whatever. All three of us were in the same cottage together, and our house parent, the female, she had a stroke. So we had to go to another cottage and we had to be watched by different house parents because she was in a hospital. So these other house parents particularly, we didn't really care for them or anything, but we had to stay with them until Christmas break. Getting on with the story, everyone knows that whenever it's close to Christmas break that week, all you're doing is finals, and finals is make or break, pass or fail. Everyone knows that that shit is just hard. So we're all studying and stuff, and these house parents, they were just, I don't want to call them evil, but they were evil. All three of us decided that we were going to room together because all three of us were close. So we go to the cottage and they gave us a bedtime. They gave some overgrown 16, 18, and 15-year-old a bedtime. What? So we decided that we were gonna study at night like we normally do. I'm not sure if Lamia studied, but this woman, Miss Greenbottom, knocks on the door. Actually, she didn't even knock. She just barged right in and she was like, I said it's time to go to sleep, lights out. She turned the lights off and she shuts the door. She did not just... And so I just put my books up and I'm just like, skip it. And Lamia put her books up if she was studying. I forgot if she was studying or not, but I think she was. And Lauren was like, I'm not about to put my stuff up. I got 2 finals tomorrow. She was like, I'm not about to fail. She got up and she turned the light back on and she sat back down on her bed and started studying again. I knew it was about to go down because I saw that lady's feet still outside the door. So she opens the door and she's like, didn't I say lights out? Blah, blah, blah. Turn the lights off, close the door, and walks back out. And Lauren, she's just like going in because she does not want to fail her class, which I completely understood. Now, this is the part where we know things got hella real because she turned the light back on. The lady decided not to come back into the room, but Lamia and I were just laughing and stuff. I'm not about to say anything because I saw her outside the door. She decided not to come back in, so that right there in my mind let me know that she had other plans. This is when I knew I was dealing with a fake ass friend. So the next day, we all come back from our final or whatever. I guess Lauren came back before me and Lamia did because we came back at the same time, and Lauren was in the back in the room with Mr. and Mrs. Greenbottom and then our counselor. I'm like, uh-oh, like she in trouble. That's what I'm thinking. The counselor lady comes out and she's like, Ryan and Lamia, I need to speak with you. Make sure that when your parents get here that you don't leave because I want to speak with all of you. Lauren left. She was like, bye girl, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking everything all cool and stuff, and I'm like, bye. And what I'm thinking is about to happen is I'm about to go into this room. They're going to ask what happened and I'm going to tell the truth. She turned the light off, Lauren turned it back on. She turned the light off, Lauren turned it back on. And that's it. That is not what happened. It went down in that room. And it was straight interrogation for Ryan Simone. They went in on me. They act like this was first 48. I'm sitting there on that bed and she's just going in. So tell me about what happened last night and don't leave out anything. I told her my script. That's what I stuck to. And then she's like, I really don't want to make this hard because I already know the truth. Lauren already told the truth, so you need to just go out and spill it and say what really happened. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about, woman? Because I just told you what happened. I didn't know that more things were said to get me and Lamia in trouble. She wasn't just a fake friend to me, she was a fake friend to Lamia as well. The counselor lady, she's just like, when Miss Greenbottom turned the light off, little did you know she was standing outside your door. And I'm like, bitch, I knew. And then she heard you say something like F that B. And I was like, what? F that B? I'm thinking if anyone said F that B, it had to be Lauren, because Lauren was the only person that was talking that night. Like, Lamia and I were just really laughing at everything she was saying because she was just going in. I don't remember hearing her say that, but if anyone said it, then it had to be her because she was the only one that was speaking. And so she's like, no, it was you. It was me. Who she got to be talking to Casper, because I did not say anything, and I know Lamia didn't say it, so you have your facts wrong. You need to regroup, boo. She's like, no, I already know it was you for a fact. How? 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 Were you there? Were you a fly on the wall? Were you sleeping next to me in bed? How do you know? Lauren told me. Lauren told you what? Lauren told you that I called Miss Greenbottom a bitch. Lauren told you that Lamia called Miss Greenbottom a bitch. Lauren lied. The thing that made this situation really bad is because what she did is she not only lied on us, she jeopardized our scholarships for college. The way that our school was set up, if you got good grades and you did well, like while you were in school, no behavior problems, yada yada yada, then you got a scholarship for college. This was her senior year, so she's only thinking about self, and she's like, I'm gonna destroy anybody in my path. Like, that's her mentality at this point. Throwing me and Lamia under the bus and jeopardizing our scholarship is okay as long as she get one. It's not right in my head because you're supposed to be my best friend. Like, we were like this, like we spent every weekend together because we stayed at school during the whole week and we went home on the weekends. We spent every weekend together. Like, she was either at my house or I was at her house. Like, we were literally really close, and we spent the entire summer together. So for you to sit there and throw me under the bus and jeopardize my scholarship money, what type of friend are you? In my head, that's a fake ass friend, because I would never do something like that to one of my friends. Even if she don't even remember herself saying it, she could have easily said, it probably slipped my mouth because I was just going in at that point. I blacked out, blah. Like, she could have said anything. She didn't even just say it was one of us. She said it was both of us that were talking. After that, I left the room, and I'm heated at this point. Like, I'm pissed off. This lady has my future in her hands, basically. Like, college is expensive. Like, college is so expensive, especially the college that I went to last year. Like, that shit was $40,000 a year. Like, college is expensive, and then financial aid give you, like, little coins, like they give you crumbs. That's why the little boy that's always, can I have $1? Can I please have $1? Like, that's for real me. And I'm thinking, I can't wait to tell Lamia this. Girl, Lamia was gone. Like, Lamia dipped. Once I got in the car, I text Lamia. I was like, bitch, I have to tell you something. And so then when I got home, I called her and I told her everything that happened. And so the entire Christmas break came and left, and we had to go back to our normal cottage because our house parent was all fine, thank God. And this is the awkward thing, because Lauren and I are roommates. Like, Lamia isn't our real roommate. It's just at that particular cottage it was 3 to a room, and our cottage is 2 to a room. I didn't speak to her at all during the break because I'm not gonna phony kick it. I'm not gonna act like you're my friend or that everything is all fine and dandy. I decided, instead of me going off on this bitch, I'm just going to be quiet and hold it in and just ignore her. And so we get back to the cottage, I'm just ignoring the mess out this girl. I was sitting there in Lamia's room day and night until it was time for me to go to sleep. Like, I didn't want anything to do with Lauren, and Lauren was for real basically a loner at that point, because not saying that she didn't have friends, but she didn't really have friends. Then she decided to go on this trip called Kairos. And Kairos is basically like this little spiritual trip where you get in tune with your star player and God and stuff. And because we went to a Catholic high school, and so like she decided to go on this retreat. I guess during the retreat you're supposed to write a letter to someone just expressing how you feel about them. She decided to write her letter to me. And so I get back from school one day, and I didn't even know she was back from Kairos because she had been gone like the week. And I see this folded up letter on my bed, and I'm like, the fuck is this? But first she had texted me and I didn't read the text, and so once I got in the room, I opened up the text and she's like, I wrote you a letter, I just want you to read it and blah. Basically what she said is, you've always been like a little sister to me. I hate that things got like this, and I just wish things could go back to normal. She was apologizing in the letter, but she didn't apologize for basically trying to fuck up my future. That's how you know you're a guilty soul, because no one's going to sit there and go out their way to write someone an apology letter and hoping that things could go back to normal if you didn't do anything. But yet she never brought up anything that she's done. Like, she never told me that, I'm sorry girl, I panicked and I decided to say you and Lamia's name because I just didn't want to get in trouble. She never even did that. I could respect her more if she did that. And the thing that really pissed me off about this entire situation is that I feel like she tried to throw away my future to save hers, and I don't like that stuff. Like, I don't care. Maybe this don't seem like a fake friend to some people, but it's a fake friend to me, because you're not gonna take away my scholarship. Financial aid don't give me enough money. Unless you for real like a straight A student, you got a perfect score on the ACT or SAT, whatever you take, then it's a struggle, y'all. Like, it is a struggle to get scholarships. At least it was for me. But still, this bitch, like, she made it worse. Like, you gonna sit there and try to take away my money? That's like playing with somebody's livelihood. Like, I gotta eat, I gotta go to school just like you. And I really tried to give her a second chance, like, after that letter. Like, I knew that things wouldn't go back to normal, but I really tried to be cordial with her. And the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I couldn't stand this bitch. Eventually, our house parents called on and they switched me into the room with Lamia, and Lamia's roommate into the room with Lauren. The moral of the story is, know your friends. Don't just trust anybody, because I had been friends with this girl for a long time and it was not like some brand new friendship, and I still couldn't trust her. But if you see signs of someone not being trustworthy and not being a good friend, or if they're just negative and they could bring you down, don't trust them. Leave them behind in 2015, because it's a new year, new me. Once you release every negative person from your life and all those vibes get off of you, you will feel so much better and life would just be easier and happier. So yes, that is my story of a fake friend, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do not forget to give me your thumbs and to subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this story time. This was my first time doing a story time, and I was a little like skeptical about it because I feel like my story time was weak, but I'm still gonna post it anyway. Hasta la vista. Until next time, guys, I will see you lovely people later.